think the major change is that you have a very close ally who's now in NATO. And if we talk about the Baltics, we're talking about the Baltic states, I believe, in NATO. So if we look at Sweden, they will take, I'm sure, a leadership in the Baltic Sea. That'll be an area where they bring massive capability. Finland, with its view on collective defense, with its massive reserve forces, it will be looking at the Baltics as, well, I know they actually feel this about the Baltics, that they are there almost like a first response for you now, under a NATO umbrella. So I believe it's hugely positive. Well, the first thing you have to learn is listen to the people who have known and experienced a regime under Soviet rule. The EU has ignored Central Eastern Europe or this region for many years. And it was not that long ago that countries were occupied. So that is one thing to learn, is listen to the experts. The next thing is that you cannot trust a tyrant. The Russian communication was, we're not going to attack Ukraine, we're not going to attack Ukraine. The current communication is, we're not going to attack the Baltics. You cannot believe it. So if a person is a tyrant, he is a tyrant. You can't think like him. You have to learn not to try and negotiate with him. You have to make the decisions, the responsible decisions for your citizens. The responsibility of politicians and for the European Union is to provide security for their citizens, whether it be physical security, health security, financial security. That's what it is all about. And that's what I think the lesson should be learned, that they ignored the warnings and we're now playing catch up.
For you?
Well, for me, who started my first job as a qualified officer in NATO in 1981, it means quite a lot actually. So when you go back to the Cold War days in the UK, we were on permanent 2-hour standby, we were reacting to the Russian threat, we could deploy 137,000 troops into Europe to practice attacking Europe. We had maths, we had purpose. I see NATO as a massively successful organisation, but like any successful organisation, it has its ups and downs. And on the 75th anniversary, all I can say that the vision to form NATO and the vision to form the EU have really given us the standard of living and the security which we have. And you may find it strange as a Brit that, I'm talking so much about the EU, but I have to think about the fact that there are countries who are desperate to join the EU, who see what there is, and I hold those same values. And on NATO's 75th anniversary, I believe that NATO's role in the world could not be clearer today than it was.